guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading, we'll be doing the general reading for the month of December 2017. Hard to believe that we are entering the last month of the year. This year certainly seems to have gone by very quickly. Just a couple of announcements before we actually get into the reading. First of all, for today's reading, I will be doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. I'll pull one additional card from the Soul's Journey Lesson Card deck by James van Praagh. If I need to clarify anything, I will probably use the Sibylla's, or I might use the Shadowscapes Tarot deck. But I will leave all of the information on the decks that I use in the reading in the description box below the video. These are, just to remind everybody, these are general readings for each of the astrological signs. So the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way that you can really get, a personalized reading that really focuses on you and what's going on specifically in your life is by ordering a private reading. If you're interested in getting a private reading with me, all of the information can be found on my website. That is changingphasestarot.weebly.com. You can also email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. And just to let you know, during the month of December, I will put out, in addition to this general reading, I will put out the mid-monthly reading focusing on love and career and finance. And I will put out one additional video for the upcoming years. That will be a special 2018 preview focusing on the energy surrounding us for each of the months of 2018. And that will be for each of the astrological signs. So be looking out for that as well. And I'm wishing everybody a wonderful month. This is a month with lots of holidays. It's the holiday season. So I'm sending much love and light your way. Okay, give me 1 second and I will be right back with the shuffle. See you in a minute. Hi, Leo. Hope you're doing well. So I'm here to do your December 2017 general reading. So we'll start off with pulling the cards for the 10-card Celtic cross spread, and then we'll pull an additional 2 cards from the Soulful Woman deck and the Soul's Journey deck. So Spirit, what does the fire sign Leo need to know for the month of December 2017? Please show us the messages for Leo. Okay. Leo, the fire sign for the month of December 2017. What does Leo need to know? Please show us the messages. Oops, okay. For Leo. For the month of December 2017. One more time. Okay. All right, so let's divide the deck. And we have the cards that fell out. At the center of the reading, you have Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers, crossed by the Knight of Pentacles. At the foundation of the reading, you have the Knight of Swords. In the past position, you have card number 9, Major Arcana the Hermit. Crowning your reading, pull these down, you have another Knight. Lots of Knights here. Knight of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles. I was going to say we already have a Knight. King of Pentacles. In the future position, Major Arcana number 4, the Emperor. You in the reading are the Fool, Major Arcana. Your hopes and, your surrounding energy is, wow, you have lots of Major Arcanas here. Number 1, the Magician. There's your surrounding energy and your environment. Your hopes and fears, the 10 of Pentacles. And the outbound energy for the month of December, 4 of Wands. Okay, this looks like this is going to be a very nice month for you, Leo. And the energy at the bottom of the deck, we have, okay, another Knight. The Knight of Wands. Okay, let me set this down so I can pull the cards from, starting off with the Soul's Journey, Lesson Card deck by James Van Praagh. So what additional messages, one message for the fire sign Leo for December? What does Leo need to hear? Spirit, please show us one additional message, one additional card for the fire sign Leo. What does Leo need to hear? Okay. And we have happiness. Ooh, that's beautiful. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Look at that card. If you're not smiling as you're looking at it, then I just don't know, because that just makes me happy. Nice. And the additional card from the Soulful Woman deck. What does Leo need to hear? Please give us one additional message. Okay. Well, actually 2 came out. Let me put those back. We're looking for 1 card. So what does Leo need to know for the month of December 2017? 1 card for the message for December for Leo. What does Leo need to hear? Okay. Not shuffling anymore. And we have love-based reality. It says, I am soul nurtured when I surround myself with friends and family who support a love-based reality. Beautiful card. Okay, Leo, give me 1 second. Let me just set everything up here, and I will get right back with your reading. Okay, Leo, so I set everything up here. After looking over the cards, I kind of get the feel of more of a romance reading than anything else, but we'll try to take a look at all of the different possibilities and options here for the meanings of the cards in the spread. But that's, the love and relationship is definitely coming through here. And I pulled 3 additional clarifiers really on sort of the center of the reading, and I'll get to those in 1 second. But we'll begin with the overall energy. So the overall energy for this month of December for you, Leo, is the Knight of Wands. Obviously, this is fire energy, and you are a fire sign. So this could just be you feeling, very sort of empowered, really pushing, moving towards some type of change or progressing towards a type of, some type of goal that you have. We know that the suit of wands itself is linked with fire energy, and it has to do with creativity, has to do with our strength, our determination, our ambition and courage. It also has to do with the daily, sort of our daily activities. So, the work that we do, the day-to-day things that we, that we are, that we feel passionate about, or, that we work very hard on. Also has to do with courage for getting those things done. And the Knight of Wands, when the court cards appeared, and when I was pulling the cards for for your spread, I did mention that you do have a lot of people appearing. We have, the Knight of Wands as the overall energy. We have the Knight of Swords as the foundation, the King of Pentacles as the crowning card, the Knight of Pentacles as the crossing card, and the Emperor, who's a major arcana, but, could be another person as well. So, lots of fire energy, lots of earth energy, and then one air card here. So, again, with the court cards, they can represent people that we are dealing with during this time. They can also just represent events or situations, and they can also represent you and the energy that you are taking on. So, you could be taking on the energy of this Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is somebody who is very confident, very passionate, sort of full of life, very kind of daring at times, but really, he's the person who comes in and acts on something, right? We know that the card immediately before this, the Page of Wands, the Page is the one who, he has that spark of an idea or that newness, right? There's a definite sense of newness surrounding the Page. And then the Knight comes in to really act on it. So he rushes in. Out of all of the Knights, he's the fastest moving, right? Because it's fire energy. So he sort of rushes in and he's there to move on whatever it is that, that you are working on. And this could be anything. This could be, this could have to do with some type of project. This could just be, working on yourself. So some type of personal or spiritual transformation and growth. This could be, working on or something to do with work, right? So maybe beginning a new, or moving towards a new adventure in the work, in your work environment, right? But it's something that's, it's definitely linked with something that makes you feel very inspired, very passionate, very excited. So that's kind of the overall energy here. Now, at the center of the reading, you have Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers, crossed by the Knight of Pentacles. So, beginning with the Lovers card. The Lovers card, yes, it has to do with generally love, right? That type of soulmate relationship, soulmate connection with another person, that deep connection, that deep sort of understanding relationship with another person. So this could be, many times it does have to do with love. So, it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be just a strong connection to another person. This could be, a friend. This could be, any type of sort of connection that has to do with, a deep kinship, a deep love. Thinking about the soulmate relationship, this could be, you being in a relationship and it's that sort of mirror reflection of yourself in the other person. So seeing yourself in the other person, right? And you two are very at peace with each other, right? Definitely in harmony. We see that in this deck, they are tied together. We have the doves, right? And they are sort of wrapping them in this with the red ribbon, which, can symbolize some type of, a union, things coming, being tied together. This could have to do with a marriage ceremony. And then I have the Four of Wands as the outbound energy, which oftentimes is the marriage card, right? And so that's why I said, it seems as though there's something to do with love and relationships going on this month. So with that at the center of the reading, and then being crossed by the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles could be a person. This could be a fire sign male. Fire sign, an earth sign male. I was thinking of you as a fire sign. This could be a fire sign male, but doesn't necessarily have to be male, right? We know that in these general readings, they're not gender specific because there are so many people watching. So it could be male or female. But out of all of the Knights, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving of the Knights, right? He sort of plods along. He has his eyes set on the prize, set on the goal, and he's very determined. He works very slowly. He's very steadfast in getting there, right? But he does get there. So it's a very stable energy. It's a very it has staying power. It takes a long time. So with that crossing the Lovers card, it tells me that whatever this relationship is, there's staying power in it, right? And I also see that over here with the Ten of Pentacles. There's solidity, there's stability with this relationship. Um, so again, if this is a person, this would be an earth sign individual. So that could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But again, doesn't necessarily have to be. But then you have, with this as the King of Pentacles as the crowning energy, is more earth energy. So this could either be, this earth sign person is on your mind here, and the King of Pentacles is even, has achieved greater mastery than the Knight of Pentacles here, right? Excuse me. The King of Pentacles has really mastered the suit. And so this is a person who is very, he's very prosperous, right? He's very secure, a great financial stability usually. He's somebody who's very reliable, very knowledgeable, enterprising as well. He's a kind person, not overly, gushing with emotions, but a very kind individual, but overall somebody who is reliable and knowledgeable and skillful, right? And secure. So again, more security. I feel like there's a great sense of security with these cards here. And then the Four of Wands is also stable energy. So there's security surrounding this relationship here. Going back to the cards, so I said I pulled some clarifiers on the on this Lovers crossed by the Knight of Pentacles, and I used this Shadowscapes tarot deck for this. And what came out was Death. Okay, this is the Death card, Major Arcana number 13. And I'm sorry. And I love the way that it's depicted on this card, because we have the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's very beautiful, right? Which reminds us that, all death is a new beginning. So if this is a new relationship, if this is a deepening of this relationship, or, getting engaged, moving in together, getting married, then obviously one phase of your life is ending in order for that to happen, right? You cannot stay single, living on your own, living that single life, and have, a stable sort of marriage, or moving, it's that kind of thing. In order to have the next, or move on to the next phase, you have to give up and allow something to, to die away, that part of your life, in order to bring in something new. And there is new energy here, because immediately following the Death card, there's the Ace of Cups. And this is a beautiful new offering, right? Generally has to do with offerings of love. It can be a proposal, can be a wedding proposal, marriage proposal. This is, it's a beautiful energy to have on the Lovers card here. So definitely, something new that's going to bring great emotional fulfillment to you. And then the last card is the Star card. So that's card number 17 in the Major Arcana. And this is, wishing upon a star and having all of your wishes come true, right? So it's that sort of relationship of your dreams. It's what you have been hoping for. So with those three cards crossing, the cards in the middle, I would say that, this is a really wonderful thing that is coming in. It has staying power that's going to make you very, very happy. And it's something that, kind of, it brings in a great sense of faith and hope and inspiration, thinking about the future, right? And it does, it makes you feel very happy. I feel that you are feeling very happy about whatever this is. So this is, it's very nice, right? This is looks like a very nice month for you. Okay, moving on here. So the foundation of the reading is the Knight of Swords. And I don't feel that this is a person. I do feel that this is more of an energy. And the Knight of Swords, this is air energy, right? And we know that air energy is just, all it is our thoughts. So it's cerebral energy, mental, right? Lots of thinking and how our thoughts, sort of our intellect, affects everything else in our life. So it has to do with communication, conflict, and the resolution of the conflict. It's that type of energy. But it is thoughts, right? So these are our thoughts. And with the Knight of Swords, the energy of this Knight of Swords is really sort of, it's forceful, it's kind of aggressive, at times can be a little overbearing, but it also is very truthful, right? It's a lot of, there's a sort of a sense of truth attached to this card as well. Somebody who's very intellectually, smart and kind of cuts through everything to really bring in the light of truth. So I do feel that I don't feel that this is a person. I feel that this is some type of energy, something that has to do with truth um, and I don't see it as being, any type of negative, finding out the truth, but it's sort of in a negative way. I don't see, that's not the energy that I'm picking up here. It really feels as though, if there was something that you found out about, it's more about having a swift reaction or a swift response to something, or, that's kind of the energy coming off of the card. In the past, you have the Hermit. Now, the Hermit card, this is Major Arcana, and it's a card that has to do with reflection, right? Taking time out, reflecting on something in order to, figure out the next thing that you need to do on your path. It's really a time of, retreating from the world into solitude, looking for some type of deeper meaning, possibly putting things on hold, putting projects on hold, getting rid of distractions, really focusing on or reevaluating, right, your goals and your current path, where you're headed in life. And you see that here she's looking down, she's seated up on this mountain looking down. She has this light guiding her, right? But she's really looking for this, greater perspective, this deeper understanding. So I feel as though in the past, you were going through this, and if there was some type of proposal or offer here, I mean, that would require quite a bit of taking time out, reflecting on that, thinking if, because it's a big step, is that what you want for, your life? And so that makes sense that comes up in the past. Again, I've already touched on the King of Pentacles here, being either, an earth sign individual around you, or just, sort of reaffirming that this is, whatever this is, it's solid, it's stable, there's great security around this, right? Coming up in the future is the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is, this is, again, fire sign energy, typically associated with the sign of Aries. And the Emperor he is kind of the ultimate male figure in the tarot deck, right? He is the archetype of, the patriarch, this man, somebody who's very structured, very protective, kind of the ultimate guardian. He's very powerful, but he also has great insight. You see, he has the vision here. We have the crystal ball, so he has great vision, great, a great sort of outlook, a great sense of power and dominance as well. But he's very, he's very intelligent. He's very sure-footed, really tries to protect his domain. So again, this could be, or it could be related to this Knight of Wands here, because there's more fire energy. This could be this fire sign individual here coming up in the future. And how you appear in the reading is the Fool, right? And you have two major arcana cards, one right after the other here, and they're, they do come out one after the other in the tarot deck as well. We have the 0 card, the Fool card, as you, and then the number 1 card, the Magician, as, what's going on in your environment, right? Your surrounding environment. So you are feeling, as if you are stepping out, you're stepping off the cliff here, stepping off into something that's brand new, right? So this could be this, brand new cycle or chapter in your relationship, and you are feeling very excited. You're feeling very excited about it, right? The Fool is willing to take a chance, right? Is very kind of steps out with that blind faith. The person is at the beginning of this journey, but feeling very excited about it, right? And we see that there are beautiful butterflies surrounding her, which has to do again with, this new life. So this newness here, but it's an exciting newness, right? And with the Magician in your surrounding environment, this just tells me that, you feel as though you have everything in, all the tools that you need, everything in your power to make this work. And kind of what's going on in your surrounding environment also supports that, right? This is very positive energy. The magician is somebody who is very creative, very determined, sort of harnesses all of the power of the universe. And the magician himself, he represents all the elements of the universe. You can see that, in the card, there are the symbols for, fire, water, air, earth, spirit. We see all of that in the card. So it's a card of great potential, right? Great opportunities, great impact. So with these two cards, I mean, and with the staying power, the stability of these other cards, I would, on the two cards following it, I would say just, go for it, because it's looking very positive, whatever this is, and very exciting. The last two cards, we have your hopes and fears. You have the Ten of Pentacles, and then the outbound energy for the month. You have the Four of Wands. So Ten of Pentacles is more earth energy, but it's a card that has to do with sort of success and, financial success or material abundance and success, but that has, grown over time, right? So has accrued over time. So there's this time kind of element to this card, because you don't accrue all of this, the beautiful coins and all of this lush surroundings. This doesn't happen overnight, right? This takes a long time. Usually we think of this card as kind of associated with like inheritances. So, if this is a money reading, if you see the Ten of Pentacles, it's that money that that is built up over time. So you might be inheriting money, right? So it's that type of energy. But like I was saying in the beginning, it's also energy of stability, of showing that something has, some type of lasting power here. And that's kind of what I get. So I think that you are hoping that whatever this is, you're hoping that it brings in financial security, great comfort, right? You're hoping that things are going to be very safe and secure, and that, you're going to feel very protected and secure in this new, whatever this new thing is that you're entering into. And I really see it as a hope, it's not a fear here. You're hoping that that happens. And, with the Four of Wands immediately following it, I would say that, and the star card here is saying, yes, wish upon the star, it's all going to happen. I would say that yes, it does, because the Four of Wands, it is a card of stability. The fours in the tarot, they are stability cards. And the Four of Wands in particular, it has to do with, that happy home. Many times it does represent, a wedding of some type. There's a card of rejoicing and celebrating, and sort of celebrating kind of milestone, right? These milestones in a relationship. So this could be an engagement. And with the holiday season coming up, I believe that, it is a time kind of people, thinking about getting engaged or married. So it could be this time of getting engaged, could be, a marriage proposal, especially with this cup, the Ace of Cups over here. And it's also a card that has to do with, with love, right? With feeling very stable within the relationship. It's, it's that sort of happy home, stable energy, right? So this is there's nothing negative I can say about this reading. This is a very beautiful reading for the month of December. I'm definitely reading it more as a love relationship, or relationship, some type of romantic relationship that's going to bring in great happiness. I'm not getting it, as a career or that type of reading. So, if the messages resonate, that's wonderful. I would just remind you again that, it is a general reading. So this could definitely apply to some Leos out there, not to all of you. You'd have to get a private reading for that. Okay, now let's take a look at the two cards that we have as the additional message, right? The oracle cards. And I just like to read from the guidebook for these cards. So beginning with the card from the Soulful Woman deck, it's The first card in the deck is Love-Based Reality. And it says, I am soul nurtured whenever I surround myself with friends and family who support a love-based reality rather than a fear-based reality. I choose to devote myself to a reality that connects me to beauty, strengthens love in my life, and inspires, empowers, and fills me with joy. Nurturing a love-based reality sustains me in my life and keeps me buoyant whenever I face fears or doubt. It strengthens my capacity to be present and to be of greater service to life on the planet. I bow in deep appreciation to all the people who have supported me to be my best and believed in me. As I grow in love and compassion, I naturally reflect the light of these energies to all those around me. That's great. And with the happiness card, this is the card that I really think, it kind of ties in best with the reading. Is because it has to do with being happy and being on the right path. So it says, before incarnating, your soul created a blueprint for you to follow in this physical dimension. The easiest way to chart this path is to follow your bliss. Life is full of choices and opportunities. Spirit, in its infinite wisdom, has given you the emotion of happiness to guide you. The signposts are always there, but you have to acknowledge them and have the courage to follow them. As you hold this card, do you feel you are living a life of happiness? In what areas is it lacking? It may be time to be truthful with your soul self. Listen to its language and intuit if there is someone or a scenario holding you back from experiencing complete happiness. Even though it may be painful to admit, you need to be completely truthful. Be mindful of how happiness will affect every aspect of your life on your path. Also, intuit if there is someone else in your life who needs to be brought into the awareness of happiness. This is important to recognize as well. Others will want to learn from you, and whether you admit it or not, you can be their teacher. When you are filled with love and compassion, not only do you bring happiness into your life, but you lead others by example. Be the light. And, what really stood out to me was the, following your bliss, the choices that we have to make in life. And like I was saying back here with the Lover's card, yes, it is a soulmate card. So there is some type of, this soulmate connection. And like it was talking about with this happiness card, before incarnating, how many times you have this sort of soul contract with people before you even come into this life. So there is a definite tie here to, there's a karmic tie with the Lover's card, but it's also a card that has to do with choices, right? And that head or heart decision. So it's just, I think what it's telling you is go with your heart, right? With this beautiful heart and this love-based reality, trust in your heart, right? Everything that it's showing here is you can trust in your heart and what it's telling you, because this is a very beautiful reading, and, there's going to be great happiness that's going to come from this. So, beautiful messages that came through for you this month, Leo. So I thank you for being with me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and I wish you all a wonderful month full of peace, love, and light. Bye.